What is up, you guys? Welcome back to today's video. It is November 5th. It's a Wednesday. We ended up taking a trade today, which ended up being break even. A little bit frustrating. But let's kind of go over what we were seeing here. So step one, identify the higher time frame bias. What is the market telling us today? We have break one, break two. So I'm looking at shorts today, looking to sell the market. So now that I know I'm selling, what are some higher time frame areas of confluence? First thing I saw was a 4-hour order block, and then this 4-hour swing liquidity as well. The 1 hour wasn't showing anything too great. We had already tapped into the order block beginning of London session. So I jumped down to the 15. At this point, this was the time I was looking at the market. I was interested in potentially shorting from this 15-minute order block as well. This could be considered as another higher time frame confluence. And then I was trying to see, you could have gone with this one right here. We do have a break in our favor here, pre-New York fractal. Liquidity grabs from here as well as here. P level sits right there. Now, the 5-minute candle closure would have saved us. Actually, no, this one's not valid because the PA level, it has to be at 6:30. This is way too early. So yeah, this whole setup is way too early. For my performance today, it wasn't great. I didn't get out of bed till like 8:30, but I was looking at the market from my phone and iPad in my bed. And yeah, the setup happened way too early, so it wasn't in that. Now, again, the whole thing about quality over quantity, I want to wait for price to reach high probable areas of interest. So a 4-hour order block is perfect, or a 1 hour. 15 is not preferred, but it can be done. So really, this was our setup right here. Price taps back into the 4-hour order block. We have a break in our structure towards the downside. We have a bunch of sell side liquidity here. Lower high liquidity. And so since that was grabbed, order block was tapped. This should be a 5-minute. Ooh. I need to make a new 5-minute order block. Alright, whatever. That order block. And the PA level was right here. So I actually got in on the 5-minute candle closure. I got in a little bit on this candle here, but it was pretty much this entry right here. I did 40 tick stop loss, so right covering the structure. And we were able to achieve a 1-to-1. Now, what was really annoying about this trade was, as you can see, really close, like almost reached 1-to-1 very fast, came back up, came shooting back up, and I was like, all right, I'm probably gonna get stopped out. Thankfully, this candle came in. Again, I am still it's a very much valid sell. No EMA entries were available. In fact, the EMA was really against me today, because I'll show you what the 1 minute looked like. This is what I was dealing with. This is fucking crazy. Now, the most annoying part was I waited for 25 minutes to reach break even just for this fucking candle to come back up and stop me out in like 10 seconds. So that was annoying and frustrating because, you know, we've been on a bit of a losing streak, and then today was a pretty good setup and it ended up being break even. But I think the reason why we didn't have a lot of selling pressure is because we have a lot of resting orders above this 4-hour liquidity. Now, during this setup, what I was really hoping for was that price was actually going to do one break, and then I was hoping for a second break here. The reason why is because if we did a second break, I would then have to wait for price to grab the liquidity from the swing of my break in favor. At the same time, I was hoping it would grab the swing liquidity of the 4-hour, and then I'm very confident in shorting this. But what ended up happening is it just wicked it as a lower time frame liquidity. So I can clone this, put that here, and we took the PA shorts. So that was the setup today. So overall, you know, good trading session. We didn't lose money. We broke even. Valid setups. Followed all of our rules and our technicals. Now, the 4-hour liquidity ended up playing out, and I'll show you the setup that you could have gotten in. Here we have a break in our favor. We have a lot of liquidity here. So higher low liquidity as well. Same thing right here. Yeah. Liquidity. PA level sits here. No, I don't think there's a 1-minute EMA or anything like that for this one. It would have been a 5-minute candle closure and probably a retest. So this candle closed past the PA level. Maybe you could have gone in on a retest like somewhere like this. You could have done 30 to cover the stop loss, and full take profit was achieved. Now this trade was out of our session by 5 minutes. And honestly, after I broke even, I probably wouldn't have traded anyways because I typically like to stick to one setup a day. But yeah, so not bad for today. My mind's kind of, I don't know, I think I'm experiencing like a rough season with this strategy right now. Also because gold is such a fucking whore right now. Gold has just been in the same range for like, we're approaching like 2 weeks now. We've been in this range. This range right here from 4060 to 3900s. This is the range that we're sitting in. And it just can't seem to break out of it. As you can see, we're moving quite sideways. We're not really trending anywhere, so I do think this strategy works a lot better when we're trending. When we're in consolidation phases, the nice thing is because you're doing a 1 to 2, you could still probably achieve it, but again, you're going to be going through a much more stressful setup, I would say. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to catch something. So we'll see you guys then.